So who built the pyramids? And what was the purpose behind building pyramids? And if you're somebody new, somebody, a recent high school graduate, or somebody searching for your paper in high school, or maybe you graduated high school 10 to 20 years ago. Um, for us, including me, in high school, they taught us that the Egyptians built the pyramids to bury their pharaohs, to bury their kings and queens, because they wanted to give a homage to them. They wanted to give an appreciation to how good they were to them. Okay, so they took 20 years, okay, to build these monuments where each rock is weighing around 15 to 25 tons. Okay, some rocks are weighing 3 tons, but believe me, even 10 people cannot push a 3-ton rock. And they did this experiment in Japan. You can watch that video on YouTube. Okay, so we think that they were built for their kings and queens and appreciation of them, and they were built by the farmers who took time off in summer and went and participated in the building of the pyramids for the kings and queens. And within 20 years, finally, that the Great Pyramid of Giza was built. Okay, so if you look at the psychology of a person, you think these farmers in summer just decided to say, oh hey, let's go build a pyramid. Why not? It'll take us 20 years and probably will cost hundreds and thousands of people to die. Let's just do it. Let's pay homage to them. And obviously, this is a regurgitation of what Nassim Haramein has said. So you gotta watch a video on Nassim Haramein about building of the pyramids. I'll put his name down in the description. He's a great physicist, one of my heroes actually, and he's the kind of people we need in this world. However, anyway, so they taught us the farmers built this over the period of 20 years. About 100,000 construction workers or more than that did that. Okay, fine, we'll believe that. Second is that in Egypt, everything is documented in terms of hieroglyphics, especially in the City of Kings. Everywhere around Egypt, from that time, there are hieroglyphics documenting everything that happened, including the Book of the Dead, okay, which is their holy book. How come they explained everything about their lifestyle, their life, except how they built the pyramids? Not a single person took time, hey, we use this technology to build the pyramids. Not a single. Okay, that's fine. Inside the pyramids, there's not a single hieroglyphic to document even the name of the king on in front of his tomb. Hey, this is King Tut, or this is King Amun-Ra. Okay, nothing like that. And second, or not second, third, is the fact that they have these huge slabs, these huge granite and limestone made walls with a ceiling on top which can be removed, and that ceiling alone is weighing 5 tons, and it's about a height of 7 to 8 feet. Okay, and they said they put treasure in there, and the reason why there's nothing in there when the archaeologist blasted the pyramid, went inside, looked at all these things, and there was nothing in these slabs with the lid, is because thieves stole the gold and silver from there and all the jewelry. Okay, sure. In one night, the thieves came and moved this 15-ton rock, okay, took everything out and put the thing back in perfectly and sealed the pyramid. So another thing that they talk about in the Egyptian history is the fact that why is it that there are kings and queen chamber in the pyramid when the location of the actual tombs were completely separate from them? Okay, so why were they? That's another one. Now, the complicated aspect that I was also seeing now in current educational, drive towards finding out about Egypt's secrets and history is that everything in about 4,000 to 5,000 years ago was based on astrology, based on astronomy, whether it was the Mayan, Hindus, Egyptians, the Jewish people, Bible is astrotheology. So why is it that when they were going through these ages, while they have these age of Aquarius and Capricorn, why is it that they built King Khufu's head on a lion, facing the line of sight where the constellations are, rising and falling, or falling actually, why is it that they did it to when the age of Scorpio was rising? During the time the Egyptians, or the books, our book says that the Egypt was built and the Egyptian civilization came to be. It wouldn't make sense, because like the pyramids are built on the Alpha Centauri's alignment, why is it that King Khufu's body was made on a lion? Why not a scorpion? Because his body, or the Egypt, that actual statue was built in the age of Leo, which was 10 to 15,000 years ago. Okay, and all of these information and more you will find under Nassim Haramein's pyramid theory on YouTube, and he will explain in the most scientific term. He has the credentials, in case you want to question my credentials. Okay, these are the things that he talks about in there. Okay, and another thing is, how is it that they were able to lift 15 to 20 tons of these rocks without the technology? And people say, oh, they built the pyramids from inside out, and they had the technology that we do not know now because it's been demolished. All of these theories. But again, why is it wasn't documented, and how is it that they were able to lift all the way to the top? The top capstone of the pyramid itself weighs over 35 tons. How is it that they were able to take it up there? And even though there's a guy who proved that, oh, they built it from inside out, they were internally building and going upstairs, that was proven wrong later on. And even he was questioning that maybe it's not right. So there's all these theories about the pyramid, of when it was built, who built it. Now there's substantial evidence that Anunnakis came in, gave the technology to the people to build the pyramids. Now remember, I did a video on Stonehenge, okay, on how they were using limestones and granite stones to build these structures, because of the fact limestone has crystals within them, okay? They have the energy of crystals within them. And when they did these tests of people actually meditating under these structures that were built with granite and limestone, their mind suddenly went to a different dimension. They were completely different people once they stopped meditating. So this was the reason why the pyramids were really built, is to take the energies of the cosmos sitting under in the meditative state, okay, because it was built of limestones, because it was built of granite, which absorbs that energy and affects your mind. Do you know pyramids is made on these crossover magnetic lines, because there are magnetic lines all over Earth, but whenever they're crossing one another, something is built upon them. So that's where the Egypt came into play. That's where the Mayan pyramids came into play. That's where Stonehenges came into play. Okay, they're built to observe this energy and store it within these structures, because limestone and granite stores these invisible energies. Again, you have to look at this video and Andrew Wilcox's video on these things. And remember, the things that you learned in your books from these Egyptologists and these archaeologists, they too say it's an educated guess. Nothing is certain. But because we did our PhD, okay, because we got our PhD from a board that is run by the government, who may not want people to know, the real true information, it is an educated guess by them. Because if you were to tell them, oh, the aliens came from Alpha Centauri and Anunnakis helped us build these pyramids, they're going to think you're cuckoo. And most of you still will think it's cuckoo, but this is why I tell you, I'm referring you to these other people who will explain it mathematically and scientifically, how these things were built and why they were built. Okay, but anyway, I just wanted to get this information out for you to go out and check out Nassim Harameин's video, or check out my link below to know more about that video and other things on that may not be as true as you think.